Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and I'm here for the Scorpio reading for January 21st to January 27th. I would like to say welcome to my channel, and I'm so glad to have you here. And with no further ado, I'll get right into the readings. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle a couple times, as always. And one more. That was kind of weird. Let's see what will be the messages for the Scorpios out there for January 21st through the 27th. Ooh, that shot out. We have the Eight of Wands. So I feel like you could be getting some very swift communication this week. I feel like, who knows, during the eclipse also we have a major eclipse that's going on. So it could bring some communication from some people that could be very fast and rapid because it is wands. So, or this could be you communicating to someone this week in that manner. We have the Nine of Wands. It seems like this communication could put you on the defense because it escalates from the 8 to the 9, and considering that is the next card that come out, so if you do get some communication this week, it could be very fast. Be cautious to just take a second so you don't overreact, because this is a very energetic charged week, I feel. So I feel if you do get this type of communication, make sure that if you do feel a certain type of way, that you take time to just get yourself together and just take time to really think about the situation before reacting. So we have the Nine of Swords and we have the Eight of Swords. So whatever this communication is, it has you very on and off in your head, because we have the Nine of Swords here, but then we have you getting out of the mental prison as well here. So I feel like you could go through moods throughout the week that some days you're good, some days you're not. So I'm excited to see, like, what are these two things. We're not going to clarifiers what these are directly talking about, but from just a feel I get off just these cards, I feel that this communication could really cause you to think and overthink and stress and really focus on how you feel about it. And then there's times where you might be like, man, just forget this. But because you also are hurt, Scorpios, you do have that stinger. So I feel like when you get this communication, if you do, I feel like your first instinct is going to be to attack. But then I feel like even if you do, you're going to be in the Nine of Swords, because you're going to look back and be like, man, I shouldn't have acted like that. I should have just got out my own head about it and just took time to process it. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So we have you guys, on the other hand, focusing on what you want to build. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is something in the physical realm, of course. So I feel like you guys could be working on your finances in the midst of this going on. Maybe that's where you put a lot of your energy to get your mind off the stress of this communication that could possibly come in. And we have the Ten of Wands as well. So I feel like you guys are going to finally get out that energy and drop the burden of this conversation, or the feelings of whatever this message could be that comes in this week that could make you feel defensive. But Scorpios, you guys are survivors, and you guys will definitely drop that weight right off and keep it moving and continue to work on what you feel is worth working on, Scorpios are very, very strong, so it doesn't take much to get them back going again. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So I'm seeing you guys trying to figure out where to go from here. After all of this, this stress, this hurt, this anger, you wanting to probably sting this person. You're probably thinking, okay, I could do this or I could do that, but I feel that you guys are going to take the higher road this week, which is awesome. So we're going to go into why the Eight of Wands is here. Ooh, that shot right out. Five of Cups. So yeah, this ties into what I was saying, that even when I was looking at this is something that's really going to get you in your feelings, because the hearts on these cards equals cups, and with the Five of Cups, this man feels regret. So I feel like this communication could really cause you to say something you might regret. So it goes into making sure that you don't say just acting off just reaction this week, because the eclipse energies, they are very strong, and if you're not careful, you definitely would be in the Five of Cups energy, where you could have possibly overreacted, and now you're stressed about how you reacted because it could have made the situation worse. And we have the Ten of Cups here as well. But I'm going to see why the Ten of Cups is here, because to have the Five of Cups, okay, this could be a situation where the communication at first could have made you feel, the Knight of Wands could have made you feel hurt, and then your feelings about it. But I feel after some time, after you drop the burden, you realize it's a Ten of Cups in disguise. That's what I get from that. At first I was like, this is an interesting combination. But like I said, it goes into Scorpios being strong. Nothing holds them back. So I feel like at first you're going to be in your feelings about it, but then you're going to be happy because you're just glad that you can move away from it now. Maybe it was something that finally reached a culmination where it took some harsh words to finally put it to a complete end. And you're going to go through process of grief and stress and worry. But I feel like you guys are going to realize how it was just another step towards your real Ten of Cups. So I want to go into why the Nine of Wands is here. We have the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands again, and we have the Ace of Cups. So what I feel is, it's very important, like I was saying with this communication, that if it does set you off and cause you to feel defensive and you will want to react in a way that hurts them, take the higher road of the Ace of Cups and think about not bringing yourself to that level. I feel like, think about how you will feel about yourself if you, let's say, try to get someone back and be spiteful. Think about, is that truly worth it when you're in that defensive mode? And think about the self-love of yourself to not let someone get you so out of character and cause you to be a spiteful person because they have things inside of them, you know? So I'm going to why the Nine of Swords is here. We have the Seven of Swords. A lot of, you have swords and wands. This is interesting. Couple cups too. It's funny how I said a couple cups and the King of Cups comes out. So I feel like behind closed doors, you guys are stressing to be honest, because this communication, you could find out some deception. But like I said, you guys are so much stronger than that. So you guys are going to come across like it didn't even phase you. But that's in front of everybody else, because, you know, Scorpios are very secretive and they don't like to let everybody know what's going on. So they're not probably, depending on the Scorpio, some Scorpios don't care. They'll go toe for toe with you, but then others wouldn't even give you the satisfaction. But behind closed doors, they're the Nine of Swords, but they're not going to give you the satisfaction of seeing that. You know, they're going to keep that hidden, you know, with that Pluto energy too. So I feel like even if you do find out some deception, you're not going to let that person get this get the satisfaction to actually see you continuously. You know how you give someone a moment, right, where you're mad, but then you keep it together after that. Like, I've done that where I completely fell apart, and I was like, no, when I see this person, I'm not going to fall apart. Like, but let's say I run into them, right? But to them, I'm King of Cups. I have done this, but when I got home, I was stressed out because I held so much in, and it was a situation where I found out deception and not seeing that person, but I had to play the King of Cups because I wasn't going to let this person know that I knew of their deception, because I was born like November 22nd, which is on like very close to Scorpio. So I had Pluto in Scorpio too as well. I'm part of that generation. So that's really how I deal with things. I tried to do my best to be the King of Cups and make it look like it didn't phase me. But I had to learn how to not adopt that as a habit because that's not being honest with myself. So I had to learn how to still do that, be the Nine of Swords, but also analyze the situation. So I don't have to keep putting on the front like I'm the King of Cups when I'm really like the Nine of Swords. So I'm going to go into why the Eight of Swords is reversed. Let's see what helps you guys get out your head about this. King of Pentacles. So I was saying with the Eight of Pentacles here, work is helping you get your mind off this. You guys are focusing your attention into work. There are times, like I said, you may feel stressed, but work is a great distraction for you right now because, especially with the King of Pentacles, you guys are definitely reaping a harvest of some beautiful fruit because the King of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite, he has on his throne, he has grapes all around it, a castle in the back. I feel you guys are really focusing on that aspect to help you stay more emotionally balanced, which is great. Doing something productive with the stress. But also make sure you're not just putting all that just to not think about it either, but just to, when you're feeling like down, you be like, okay, let me do something work-wise to help me focus and channel this energy. When you have like a angry thought and you do something productive to kind of transmute that energy. Ooh. So we have the Six of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like you guys are admiring yourself, to be honest, after this situation. I feel you guys are looking at it with the Six of Wands as a victory to be the Knight of Cups to yourself. Give that cup of love to you. Also with the Ace of Cups here as well, is taking time to love yourself and have that passion so you can manifest what you want to manifest, what you are, because you have the King of Pentacles here. So with you guys being focused and being determined and staying on what you have to do, even in the midst of all this going on, this kind of chaos here, I feel the more you guys channel that energy, the more you're able to manifest, which is a beautiful thing. So we want to see why the Eight of Pentacles is here. Ooh. We have the Two of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So this comes the theme is really putting your energy to in the physical realm, and it has to do with work because that's what helps you get out the Eight of Swords up here. And with the Eight of Pentacles here and the Two of Cups and the Nine of Swords is ties into Two of Cupping yourself, because that's how you are dealing with the stress of the situation, because the Nine of Cups, not the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Swords came out twice. So I feel like self-love is really a powerful thing for you guys this week. So really focus on that, because especially with all this energy that could go on around you, you don't want to get involved with too much and take on other people's energy and then mess up what you got going on. So let's see why the Ten of Wands is reversed. We have the Six of Cups, letting go of the past memories. And we have the Eight of Pentacles again. So you guys are really working hard to leave this in the past. That's probably why you have the Ten of Cups, because you probably realize, you know what, I'm over this anyway. I'm glad this came out. Yes, I'm going to be stressed, but I'm now using this energy to focus on me. You got the Eight of Pentacles twice as well. And since it's under the Ten of Wands, you guys are really trying to let go of the burden that this has on you when it happens. Because you guys are working on something better in your eyes. It's like, you're not going to stop me. And we have the Nine of Wands again. So you guys, oh man. So it's like, this is something that could really trigger you too. And I see why the energy could be on and off, especially with these swords and wands here. The Nine of Wands twice, the Eight of Wands twice, the Nine of Swords twice, the Eight of Pentacles twice. So I feel like as long as you keep working on something productive, you will be okay this week. I feel that is the utmost importance. Maybe you could just hide this week out. You know, like Scorpios, you know, go into the dark, and then that's when you guys will surface even stronger than what you was before, because you always regenerate, because that's what Pluto does as well. So we're going to go into why the Two of Pentacles is here. We have the Two of Pentacles again. So it is some major multitasking for you here. The fact that it's here twice, but you guys are killing it though. Taking this up to the chin. That's great though. Let's see. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the King of Wands. A lot of King energy too. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, and King of Wands. Like, you're doing a lot of multitasking because you're going through a lot. It feels like a dark night of the soul, especially with the Five of Pentacles here. But however, through this, you see it as a wish contentment, because now you could use it to be creative with the King of Wands. Like, it just adds fuel to the fire. So that's why you guys are so powerful, because it's like, you could take something that's meant to destroy you and actually destroy it. And that's what's so powerful about Scorpios, because they can regenerate. And I just have to say, this reading, there's so much going on. That's probably why I just had to pause and just look at it with all the swords and wands. But I will say, you guys are bossing up in all areas, especially with these three kings here. So you guys are definitely going to be okay. And ironically, the King of Swords is missing, because I feel like you guys don't really have anything to really say after this. Not altercation, but you know, this message comes through. I feel like it's nothing else to say. So you're using all that energy in the form to manifest, to be passionate about what you do, and to still hold it together for yourself. Well, Scorpios, that's it for your reading, and I really hope you appreciate it. And once again, thank you for getting tongue tied as always. Thank you for viewing my channel, and once again, I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And bye, everybody.